face the challenge because I never learned about the Spark, and my there was no hands-on experience on Spark.
Yeah.
So from there itself, I started learning about this Spark through online websites. There was a good website which I faced, like it was a sparkbyexamples.com. It
Okay,
is very
cool.
good website. So I
Okay.
started learning from there, and because initial years, when I was in 2.5 years, so no, there was not much question from the Spark, but yeah, I was able to answer the basic questions from the Spark.
Yeah. One more question, Rahul. Like many people were asking me regarding like e-scoop still existing. Do scoop in industry? Do scoop will exist? Are still
Hmm.
scoop are using by the industry people or not? This was a very common question. Like I faced across multiple people. They were asking me. Then just
Hmm.
I want to hear from you. Like I know, but I want to hear from you.
Scoop is an ingestion tool, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now there are a lot of ingestion tool in the market. You can go with the AWS Flume. There are, but in respect to the interview, you just have to know the basic flow of the Scoop.
Yeah.
Now, if I say that if 100 companies are coming to you, only one or two companies will ask that question about the Scoop, and other will mostly focus on Spark, SQL, like this.
Yeah. And most probably many people were asking like definitely in data engineering journey means definitely SQL is kind of backbone to the data
Hmm.
engineering. So in
Hmm.
terms of SQL, everyone asking me like to what extent we should learn the SQL more specifically, to what
Hmm.
extent the things are being asked in the interview such that they can get a overall idea in terms of big data.
Right, right.
Yeah,
I must say that before going into big data, you must learn SQL and Python,
exactly.
because the because the interview is like interviews will be going for the 1 hour. So first they will test you about the logic parts,
Exactly.
and they will always start with a SQL. They will start with the SQL basic joins. You should cover all the joins, and then they will come to the Windows functions, group by, order by, everything. So SQL is the must part. It's basically carries 60 to 70% weightage.
Okay, okay. And most probably after that, like many people were asking how to prepare. Like there are multiple people in the market, like more
Mhm.
specifically where to learn the SQL, more specifically where to learn SQL in terms of free resources. They were asking like what, where, when you was preparing your journey towards when you are switching to the new, definitely though you worked as a big data developer or data engineer in terms of in Wipro or Extria, but anyhow when we are preparing or when we are switching to the company, definitely the SQL, we have to learn the SQLs in conceptual way, in the practical way, in every
Mhm.
manner we have to learn. So obviously when we are working in a company, definitely we might miss some things. There are
Right,
some
right.
gaps which will be missing when we are working. So in that context, definitely we'll prepare when we are entering into the company or when we are switching. So in that context, can you give us some insights that where actually you learn the things end to end such that you became so perfect in SQL?
Mhm. I mostly followed the YouTube channels only.
Yeah, like
Like there was a Tanveer channel is there, which he
yeah,
used to give end to end about the sequel.
yeah,
And apart from this, I practice from the lead code questions. We have list of 200 to 300 questions are there.
yeah,
That is more
exactly.
than enough. So that is the part.
Yeah, cool. And one more question, like I got from people more specifically, like in terms of big data tech stack,
Hmm.
like when it comes to Hive, when it comes to HDFS architecture, when it comes to
Hmm.
Scoop, like what conceptually can you please give us some insights, like what the things will be more focused in terms of HDFS architecture? Like HDFS architecture is there. Most probably they'll concentrate on HDFS architecture, or they will try to ask you some map reduce related questions, Scoop related questions,
Hmm.
Spark related, Hive related. Like conceptually, can you give some insights more specifically? That will
Right.
be good. Yeah,
If, if I talk about the tech stack,
yeah,
they will mostly, like if I SDFS, they will focus on the SDFS architecture,
yeah,
like what is the architecture, how name nodes are there, how you can tackle the fault tolerance in the at HDFS.
exactly.
And if I map reduce is, no one will going to ask you in this era.
Okay,
And the Hive, they will focus on the optimization part, how you can optimize these
okay. Partitioning,
queries,
bucketing. Okay, fine.
partitioning, bucketing, and all those things. And then there are file levels like ORC, Parquet.
Yeah,
They
yeah, five file formats. Yeah,
right, they will ask you about the file formats and the Hive. And if I talk about the Spark, you they will ask about the all the like optimization techniques and the like what they used to do now. First, they will ask you SQL questions, and
yeah,
then they will ask you to write those SQL question in terms of Spark. That is the
exactly,
pattern that the industry is following right now.
exactly. Uh,
So from this, they will get to know, okay, you know SQL as well, you know the syntax of Spark as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Rahul. And one more question, like many people were asking, like in regards to like current trend, like many
Mm-hmm.
people were asking that, now you know that recession is hitting, recession
Mm-hmm.
is hitting, and maybe many questions, like many people, I got a question that whether there are opportunities for the people who are having 1, 2+ years of experience. Like some people want to get into data engineering. Now
Mm-hmm.
they want to get into data engineering. They are just self-doubting that whether I will get opportunity, whether I am having 2 years of experience, I'm not having 2 years of experience. Like if I'm not having 2 years of experience, what is the scenario? If
Mm-hmm.
I'm having 2 years plus experience, what is the scenario? That I think you might got a question. Like it will be helpful if you give some insights on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right, right.
yeah,
If I like starting from 2 years to 5 years, there are a lot of calls. So
exactly,
for that, you have to create your Naukri profile as like good, because the people are searching you through the keywords.
yeah,
So you
exactly,
have to put each and every relevant keywords in your profile. When
exactly,
I added my keywords to the profile, I used to get 10 calls per day, more than
exactly,
10 calls when I was on not on notice period. But
exactly,
when I came to notice period, it was hell. It was 20 to 30 calls were daily. I was not able to attend everyone. So there are a lot of calls out there, but you have to put your profile correctly.
exactly. And many people were asking that, most probably, when I was like, as I am into also teaching, like most people was
Mhm.
asking me that, like when I used to show the curriculum as well, like many people used to ask that, why you are not including AWS, why you are not including streaming. Then
Mhm.
just can you just give me just tell, like it will be helpful. See, I used to tell them that for many people I used to tell that, see, streaming and AWS is the, like it is like optional in our India, more specifically. So
Mhm.
it will be helpful if you tell more specifically in terms of that, how actually, like when you are switching into the, like when you are switching,
Mhm.
like how was the scenario in terms of streaming? Do people used to expect streaming and AWS much, or there was a probability that there was no, like there was very less probability that people used to expect AWS and
Mhm.
streaming? Just
Correct.
can you
Correct.
give that insight?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me give you with a live example. If
Yeah,
suppose if you are a civil engineer and one day a client comes to you and he asks you to build one building, so you will say, okay, first I will build a mall. After that, I will build a small flat,
exactly,
right? So if I talk about the tech stack, first you have to go through the basic. You have to start with HDFS, then go into the Hive, then moving to the Spark. So in when you go with that flow, you will able to understand why there is a need of Spark, right? If
exactly.
there was Hive, then why we are moving to the Spark? So when you go from basic to the high level, then you will able to understand. And if I talk about the streaming in India, streaming is opportunities are very less, right? Only the like Zoom or some other companies are only using the streaming. So if you focus on the basic part, right, that is the next is AWS, then you will able to easily learn from the companies where you're working.
Okay, cool. And many people were asking, like, many people were asking that there is a, like, many people were asking, is HBase is that mandatory? It is being asked in interviews or not? Whether we have to learn any no SQL kind of thing, like more specifically MongoDB or
Mhm.
DynamoDB, or more specifically like these things, like no SQL kind of stuff. Is
Okay.
people are expecting in interviews or not, more specifically?
Uh, I must say that when I was interviewing for to the new, they asked me whether you know the NoSQL database. So I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I didn't know." So that skill was it was like good to have, not must to have,
Okay, it's like optional, more
optional only.
specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then it's almost according to the whatever the questions I have got, like it's like more specifically, I've done up with my questions. Then we'll start, Rahul. We'll start with the question and answer session, where like people will try to ask you a few questions, and hope you will
Sure.
try to give some insights for them.
Sure.
Like one by one, guys, will try to fetch. Like if you want to ask anything to the Rahul in regards to tech stack, just try to raise your hand. I will try to pick one. I will try to unmute one by one. Yeah, guys. Anyone, guys?
I think there is one question from Bhavesh in the chat that DSA
Yeah,
is required in the interview.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
You just try to give some insights regarding DSA as well.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Like, yeah, that will be cool.
Say like if you are going to any service based company,
Yeah,
then they will only go with the basic Python questions or like that.
exactly.
If you are going to any product based company, the DSA they will ask like not that much up to the SD level, but up to the like what you said, the list part
Linked list.
and so yes, list only like and link list only till link list only.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah, that's fine. Like we'll move forward with some of the questions. We'll pick up some questions from the people who are here. Most probably they might have some doubts, and they will try to like. There was one question like he was asking that for 2 years experience, how many projects should I add in our resume? Like more specifically, like can you give that insight? That will be good for.
Mm, like your resume should be
Yeah,
genuine only, right?
yeah,
If you have done only one project, just mention that I have done one industrial project.
yeah.
That's enough. You don't have to show too many projects, but whatever you are showing, you should have end-to-end knowledge of that project.
Okay. Like one more, like I got a question from Leela. He's saying that he's from ERP domain. He's from ERP domain. He's
Hmm.
asking how to tackle, how to switch the like how to switch into the data engineering more specifically.
Okay. So, like,
Yeah.
how many years he are in? He's
Yeah,
in.
Leela, how many years of experience do you have? He's having 2 years of experience
It's so in your company, like, are they doing any data engineering work?
specifically.
You should cover all the string and list questions. That
Yeah,
is enough.
yeah. Till like more specifically till list, and more specifically you can go for pandas or lambdas. That's more than enough.
Pandas, lambdas, are like it's a next level, but the string, it's okay.
Okay.
It's pandas is good to have.
Okay. And one more question, Rahul.
Hmm.
Like it's been like Avesh is asking that I have 6 months of resume. I
Hmm.
have 6 months of BTech 2020. I'm getting work on SQL and Python only. It is good to switch 1 year, like after getting 1 year of experience. Like he's asking that he's having 6 months.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's
Hmm.
having 6 months and he's getting work on SQL and Python. He was asking that whether it is better to switch him into data engineering after 1 year or no specifically.
Hmm. If we start learning about big
Guys,
some
someone is guys. Someone has on this. Please be on mute. Guys, iPhone. Who is this iPhone?
let me mute him. Yeah. Okay. So I must say that let's complete 1 year. After that, try to switch it, and in the next 6 months, you can start learning about big data, right?
Exactly, exactly. I was like Rahul was saying that Rahul from his experience is saying that like to wait till you complete 1 year and after that learn and try to switch it. So that is like what more specifically Rahul was saying.
Because the recruiter will ask you why you are switching in next 6 months, so they
Yeah,
will don't have any confidence over you, right?
yeah. And one more question from Krishna. Like he was asking that, but how can we add big data project when we worked on ETL testing? Like when someone is asking that, how can you add big data project when we worked on ETL testing? Just try to comment on that. After that, I will also try to comment on that. Rahul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
See, you are already working on ETL, right? And you know the end-to-end flow of that part. If you are doing the testing per person knows end-to-end flow.
exactly.
So once you learn about the big data tech stack, and you, as you are on the testing part, you already know what type of tech stack is going on in that project. So you can use that. And then once You go for a interview, you can present that I was working as a developer in this project. Who's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can continue.
So
Yeah,
once you when you will go for interview, then you can say that I was working as a developer in that project,
yeah,
and they will ask you the basic flow about the project that you already know if you're working in testing and the big data questions.
yeah, yeah. Like there was one question like from Ram Kumar M that he was okay, okay. We'll pick up Kunal Kalor's question. Like more
Hmm.
specifically, he was asking that he's having 2 years of experience in Hadoop operations, but what roles and responsibilities and day activities he can show on data engine. Hey guys, who is that? Like more specifically, try to.
Saurav is okay. 2 years experience in Hadoop operation,
Yeah,
but roles and responsibility and day-to-day activities can
exactly,
I show as a data
exactly.
engineer? Hmm.
Yeah,
I think
Saurav,
what happened?
Saurav, try to unmute. Saurav, yeah. 2 years of experience, having 2 years of experience in Hadoop operations. He was asking that what he should, in terms of roles and responsibilities, what he can show more specifically.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um. What to say in Hadoop operations because I don't know what exactly he is doing in Hadoop operations.
yeah,
If in terms of data engineering, you can say that we used to get the requirement from the client and we used to build the data pipeline. And sometimes, like there are changes in the existing pipelines, you have to add
yeah,
more functionalities. Or sometimes there are errors. You are just like finding, correcting the errors. That is
exactly.
big day work.
Yeah, exactly. Like Kunal, from my end also, like where you are saying that you are in Hadoop operations, right? Like if you're having big data tech stack knowledge, more specifically, as you are into Hadoop operations, if you're having big data kind of whole tech stack knowledge in terms of
Hmm.
Spark, in terms of Hive, in terms of Scoop, in terms of everything, then if you think that you are able to deal the things, you are able to handle all the tech stack, then you can directly tell them that like I have worked as a I worked as a big data or big data developer or data engineer, and you can directly say that. And more specifically in terms of responsibilities, like roles and responsibilities, just tell them that I used to work on like there used to be already built inbuilt data pipelines were there for which I used to monitor the things, and just tell them that. Like I used to look after that whether it is working fine or not. If it is not working fine, then I used to apply optimizations. If it is failing, why it is failed, we used to do that. Tell them that one thing. And second thing is like tell them that on customer requirement, based on the customer requirement, like I used to get the Jira stories and I used to build the pipelines from scratch. That's the second responsibility. Third responsibility is like on every like everyone, like as a being a data engineer on day-to-day life, apart from these two, we also do some analytics based on the like more specifically whatever the data will get. Based on that, we'll try to do some analysis metrics kind of use case will also be there as a part of our data engineering community. So these are the three things you can more specifically can tell to the interviewer as well. And after that, Ram Kumar was like yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
Kunal, yeah, Kunal,
Karthik,
have you got?
can I talk?
Yeah, you can speak,
Yeah.
Kunal.
So can I also show that like I was into parameterizing Hive tables? So can that be also a responsibility that I can show?
Yeah, exactly. See, when it comes to Hive, when you are working directly on Hive, so it directly comes into the data engineering part. It just directly comes into the data engineering part. So you can directly showcase that like you worked as a big data developer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the question will come from interview like if you're working on data engineering, then why you are going to switch? Then you say that okay, I want to learn more technology or the trending or
exactly.
the whatever the business requirement. I want to learn the new technologies. So you have to show
Okay.
some enthusiasm in that part.
Okay. And one question was like I have knowledge about cloud, like I am role, EC2, a load balancer,
Mhm.
auto scaling. So should I mention that or should I skip those part? Because like they would consider me like I am working into then admin department. So
Okay. So what you said when you mentioned about the AWS, right?
yeah.
The when they ask you when you go to the interview, they will ask you that what exactly tech stack you are using. Just mention about the AWS that okay, I only have that knowledge about the AWS about the EC2 or S3 or Lambda, but I didn't have any hands-on experience on that. So they
Okay.
will ask you that basic question about that part only.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't say that I am an expert in that, but then they
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
deep dive into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Thank you.
hope Kunal, you got your answer, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Ram Kumar was asking Rahul how to negotiate the salary package when someone is attending the interview for the very first time, and tips and tricks from your end, like because you have gone through very big journey, like multiple offers you have picked.
Right.
Yeah, that will be good. Yeah.
Mm, so about the starting companies, because initially when you have 2 months or 3 months of notice period, right? No companies will entertain you, right? So first you have to grab some offer from the company. Like if starting from the 50 or 60%, you should have to go in that way. Once you have
Exactly.
the one or two offers in your hand, then you can start negotiating. Okay, I want this much package. Then you start increasing about 10 to 15% or 20% in the next company. In this way you can go up to the 100% or 120%, depending upon what the basic salary basic package you have.
Okay. Like Ram Kumar, have you got your answer, or else you are having any other doubts? Like you can ask, or else
Yeah,
we'll.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
When I'm attending the interview for the first time, right?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I don't know how to ask the package for
Okay.
the very first time. I'm asking, but once I got any offer, then as Rahul mentioned, we can able to increase the percentage to
Right.
some 10 or 15.
Exactly. Exactly.
For the first time, how can I handle? That's what my question is.
So first
First,
time, yeah.
go
Rahul will
go
answer.
yeah, go ahead, Karthik.
Yeah. You for the very first time, Ram, try to do one thing. Like you try to grab what they will pick. Like they will try to answer you something. Like they will say that we are offering this much only. Like specifically, let's consider you are having 5 LPA, and they will say that no, like whatever the experience, they will try. They will tell that we will provide you max to max 70 to 80%. Just take that 70 to 80%. Or if they will try to tell you that we will provide you 8 LPA. Whether your package was 5 LPA previously, and if they told now that they will provide you 8 to 9 LPA, just pick that 8 to 9 LPA just to keep that offer. After that, when you go attend for another company, try to show this offer and try to ask them like, I am already having 9 LPA offer. Try to provide 13 LPA or 14 LPA. Then
Hmm.
after getting 14 LPA, take that offer. Don't show this offer. Don't show this
Hmm.
9 LPA offer. Try take 13 to 14 LP offer, and when you attend another company, show them that I am already having 14 LP offer. Try to provide me 18 LP offer. After getting 18 LP offer, pick that, and after go over other company and show them that I am having 18 LP offer. Just try to give me 22 LP offer. In this manner, you have to take the offers.
Correct. So here is a loop, right? When you're going to first company, right, and you have the notice for 2 months or 3 months, so they know very well that you will do smart work, you will go to multiple offers and everything, right?
Exactly.
So if they have the budget of 14 LP as well, they will give you the basic 9 LP or something like that, and they will say that okay, once you will have multiple offers, then come to us and they will increase. So they are very smart because they know the exact industry trend right now.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ram.
okay. Great. Thank you so much, Rahul. Karthik. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Like there was one more question from Pranay. Like he was saying that how to showcase if share your experience with respect to big data domain. Yeah, Hari, I will try to share you. This is not the correct domain in terms of like sharing the experience. You try to in contact directly with me. I will try to share you that. Yeah, Bhushan. Bhushan was asking that non-tech question. As you had 12 offers, like more specifically in terms of you, like
Mhm.
when the right time when the right time renegotiate, how you decline those offers. Like when the time comes to decline that offers which is already having. Like
Mhm.
they were asking that how you declined those offers more specifically.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So when I was switching to company, I know that they have this much limit only, right? So
exactly,
if I go that okay, I got the X amount from that company, if I'm asking X plus Y, depending upon my next offer, I know that they will not able to offer. So on the basis of that, I was declining.
exactly. Like there was a one more question, like is like Bhushan, like do you want to comment anything like more specifically? Have your answer got clarified, Bhushan? You can
Yeah,
speak.
got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
you got it right. Is it
Yes,
fine,
yes,
right? Yeah, okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Tarun, like Tarun are asking that more specifically, can you share at least 5 points on day-to-day activities as a being a data engineer? At least 5 points what you will do as a big data engineer on to day-to-day life, like more specifically, Rahul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh, 5 day to day.
at least you try to tell at least 2 or 3 points as that, like they
Mhm.
can understand.
Like monitoring the jobs, if it's and then after that, adding more functionality to data pipelines or creating new data pipelines, right? And after that, you need to work on the new requirements, whether you are able to fulfill that requirements as per the resources they are provided, or when you are going to like AWS. So what is the costing of that? Because I'm in a senior part, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my responsibility is like, what will the cost if you run the EC2 instance or EMR cluster? Like, what will the costing part? So that is the day-to-day responsibility.
Okay. Like is Tarun, like you got it, Tarun, right? Or else you are having any other doubts, Tarun?
Yeah, I got it, and
Uh,
also I have one doubt.
yeah, yeah.
What are the challenges you face at the source level?
So see, I will try to give you that answer more specifically in terms of source level. See, like when you are working as a being as a data engineer in day-to-day life, what actually happens is like you will get a some kind of like more specifically, I will tell you. Uh, um, let's consider you are receiving your data in terms of file format. Let's consider Tarun. So that file format might have first file is having your file name for very specifically, and that file name our team will expect in some format. Let's consider Karthik underscore at 123.csv. This is the format actually our team is expecting. But sometimes you will get your data in the format of Karthik iPhone at the rate 123.csv. It will get. So now the thing is like it's a it's like we have decided we maintain some standards. You see, when you are working in a company, some specific company, every company in terms of code, in terms of everything, they will maintain some standard. Because let's consider you write whatever you want and someone write whatever he want, some other guy write whatever he want. That won't happen, because even if you leave, there are the standards which everyone will have to follow and will follow. So in that context there are some things, like more specifically you will get a specification document. You will get a specification document. It's nothing but a document where everything is mentioned, like how the file format name should be, how the column name should be, how the how what are the mandatory columns, and how if you are getting any timestamp, definitely will get a timestamp, how the timestamp should be. These are the things which will get. In that context you will get very lot of challenges at source level. More specifically, sometimes like whatever the file name you are expecting at that at say that you will not get that file name in that format. That's the very first challenge. And second challenge is like you will get now think that you didn't receive the file name in what the format which you expected, and you went to source team and told them that we want in this format. They have changed it and they have sent. Now they have changed the file format name, but they haven't changed the data which is present inside. In the data which is present inside also, there are a lot of challenges we will get at source level. That those are things like we will expect the column names to be in specific format. If let's consider co co hyphen pay is the format which we are expecting. Sometimes they will try to send under co underscore pay. Then again we have to go to sales team and to tell them that we want in this format. This second challenge. And third format is like there are specific columns which should be mandatory, and sometimes we'll get nulls, we'll get negative values. We now we have to say to again we have to tell them that these are the like we this is a mandatory column. And fourth thing is like more specifically in terms of timestamp. In terms of timestamp, what I actually the timestamp format is like month, like mm, dd, then hours, minutes,
HS.
seconds, and milliseconds. So sometimes we don't want milliseconds. Our team expects something, we don't want milliseconds. If they provide milliseconds also in that, so it is not the format which we are expecting. Then again we have to contact the source people. These are kind of Like these are the very 4 basic kinds of source level challenges which we face on day-to-day life actually.
Yeah, Karthik, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tarun. Like Bhavesh was asking Rahul, like what are the keywords are must in the inaugural profile more specifically, Bhavesh?
There are a list of 20 to 25 are there, but generally you can put like Spark, Hadoop, Hive, AWS, and Python, Scala, and ETL. Like this, you can add whatever that you can go through JD, right? If you have any JDs of any company, you can just filter out all the keywords and put it there. And definitely your profile will boost up. There is no need to purchase any package from the Naukri.com.
Exactly. Like there is one more. His name is I don't know. He have kept a G. Who is that G? Like more specifically, can you speak? Hello. Like he was asking that how to prepare for interview. How interview preparation will be like more specifically in terms of big data engineering. He was more specifically asking. Yeah. Can you try to give some insight on that? That will be good. Yeah.
So if I talk about interview experience,
Yeah.
see, if you decided, okay, the day will come that everything you know and you will go for interview, that day will not come in your life, right? So you have to just prepare the big data stack like Spark, Hive, Hadoop, SQL, Python, right? And then start giving the interview. First 5 to 10 interviews, don't expect anything. Just go and then you have to get the experience. Whatever the questions they are asking, wherever you are lacking, then just note down that questions and then prepare according to that. Once you have given the 5 to 10 interviews, then you have the basic understanding what exactly the industry is asking, and then from that onwards you will able to answer the questions. But there is no specific steps to prepare any interview. You have to go sit there, face the interview, and then prepare accordingly.
Okay. Thank you, Rahul, for that question. Like Hari was asking, like there is one more question from Hari that he was asking how much salary we can expect for a person having 3 years of experience into IT field, and when he was switching into big data domain more specifically, he's having 3 years of experience and he want to switch into big data domain. He's asking how we can expect, how much salary we can expect more specifically.
Mhm. See, it
Yeah,
depends upon the company and their budget, right?
yeah,
But yeah, data engineering is in hype, so you will get a better package. But that will totally depend upon the basic the salary you are carrying right now and the companies which you are applying, right?
yeah.
That
That will be good.
yeah.
And I want to add one more thing to Rahul's question answer as well. So like I'm see like there are some people who are my students, like they have undergone, like they are having also some around 3 years of experience or 2 or 3 years of experience. So in that context I will be speaking. So the people who are having 3 years of experience, they can expect at least 15 to 20 lpa fix in between this range. 20 to 20, 15 to 20 lpa they can expect and they will get. But I am not saying that you will get at one shot. Sometimes there are
Mhm.
some companies which will provide you at one shot. I will try to mention that companies as well. Like I know few companies, like more specifically City will never try to negotiate you and they will directly provide you. Barclays will directly provide you. Walmart will directly provide you. See, here providing in the sense also you have to upfrontly ask. How you have to ask? You have to know the how to negotiate the things. You have to tell. You have to negotiate in a very most probably in a professional way. So at that moment you will definitely get what you are expecting. And Barclays, Barclays one, City is one, and Walmart is one. So
Mhm.
definitely you will get you can expect a salary of 15 to 20 LPA in that range. You can expect directly, and that to ask. Don't ask cities. Directly ask fix in between 50 to
Mhm.
20. You will definitely get it. Hari. Yeah, Hari. Like I think I have answered your query.
Yes, Karthik. Yeah, I got the point. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Hari. Like Pooja, like there's a question from Pooja, Rahul. Pooja was asking that is it okay to say 1 month notice period, even though we have 2 to 3 months notice period?
If you say that 1 month, then I must say that you should be genuine. in that. If like in your Naukri profile, you mentioned that 1 month to get the calls, but when you get a call, then say that okay, earlier I was joining the new company, but due to some issue, I was not able to do that, and I was not able to correct in my Naukri profile. But it's a 2 month. Keep with the genuine part, right? Because if you say that it's a 1 month, then later if you have 3 months, then it will be a problem for you only.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Pooja, like you want to ask anything more specifically? Is it fine, right? I think Rahul answered your query. Yeah, we'll pick one more question. Like Rahul, like Krishna was asking that he's having 3 years of experience. How much I quote? Like Krishna, like more specifically, quote in the sense you are expecting salary amount.
Yes, yes. Currently, I have 5.66 Karthi.
Five.
So
Okay.
how can I how much I can expect?
5.6 LPA you are having currently, right?
Yes, yes. For
Then
3.8 years,
3.8 years.
3.8 years of experience.
So according to my understanding, you can go till 22 to 20, like in the range of 20 to 25. You can ask. You can get
Yeah.
it that.
For
I
service-based companies also like Wipro,
no.
IBM.
Service
No,
based
not
companies will not
Wipro.
give it. No.
They will not give.
Service
Yeah, I
based.
am asking service-based companies how much I can quote.
So even now in terms of service based, how you have to how you have to leverage your salary is like first you take multiple counter offers. Say I already mentioned, right? You
Mhm.
take one offer and pick that offer and go for another company. If you got that offer, tell them that I am already having this. Try to provide this much. And again
But
another,
yeah,
yeah,
I
you try
have one
to
query,
yeah,
Karthik.
yeah.
But if we can quote, if they will get a higher package for example, yeah, for 16 to 18 lakhs for service, they are expecting too much from us now.
No. See, like see see now the thing is like you're having 3.8 years of experience.
Yes.
Don't showcase that. See, you are directly into data engineering or you are switching into data engineering first of all.
Yeah, I'm switching into data
So now
engineering.
when you are switching into data engineering, don't tell them that your total 3.8 years of experience into data engineering. Tell them that like just tell them that I am having 1.8 years of experience in data engineering and two other like more specific 2 other years. You just tell them that you are into some SQL kind of domain. That will be fine.
Yeah, like
Okay.
ETL.
Yeah, ETL or something. ETL, SQL. If you don't know ETL, you can say, see, as a part of data engineering, definitely will be learning SQL, right? You can
Yes,
directly
yes.
say that I worked as a SQL developer previously for 2 years. Then I switched into the big data. Like I got a project of big data and I am having near about 2 years of experience into big data. 1.8 years means you can directly round it to 2 years.
Yeah, okay,
But
Karthik.
don't tell that. See, now 3.8 years means it is rounding up to 4 years. If you tell
Mm.
4 years of big data engineering, they might expect that much. But if you are say 2 years of experience in big data only, then they might not expect that actually. But as per
Okay.
as per my knowledge, service based companies will not expect that much. What actually you are thinking.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
okay,
In
Karthik.
terms of CTC, that don't fix that. Okay, 3.8 year will give this much CTC. But you will do that suddenly if you have 5.6, then just quote it like I want 13 or 14. Okay. What
Yes, yes.
recruiter will say? Okay, we don't have any budget. Then you will ask what you have, what budget you can give, right? If they say that okay, we can ready to give you 12, then just get the 12, then move to next company, then quote it like I want 16 or 15. What they will say, I don't have that budget, then get that budget and then move like this only.
Yes,
There
yes,
is no
yes, yes.
fixed.
I was quoting 10 to 11, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah. Just quote it. What they will say, they will either give you heads up or they will ask you, "Oh, we don't have that budget."
Yeah, okay, okay, Raf.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Raf.
you, Krishna.
Thank you.
Yeah, like there was one question, Rahul from Bhushan. He was asking that replying to a non-tech question, like it feels really bad declining offer as they invested so much time.
Hmm.
Like he was saying that it feels really bad to decline offer as they invested so much time on you. Like more specifically, he was like quoting like that,
Right.
Bhushan.
So yeah, that feeling is there, but that people are also smart. They know that if you will go to next company and you will get an offer, so they will always keep their budget low as possible, right? So they are also playing with you, right? So if you get an good opportunities, why don't you have to go with it? It's your call only.
And one more thing, like I have to add one, add a 1 point to Rahul's answer. See, guys, you might have already seen in like in news as well as in LinkedIn always. Also, there are like the people who have served Google for 20 years. Now they have been laid off. So you can understand even the company like Google, who for which the people have served for 20 years, for them the Google is not at all bearing. Google is not showing any humanity. Then you can literally understand that no company will see. Never think that my company is a family, my company is this, my company is that. Try to focus on your work, try to believe in your work, try to believe in your skill, but don't keep a faith in some company that it will definitely do something for you. See, the moment they thought that someone is better than you, and there is no require, there is no, they can drop off you, then definitely they will not think for 1 second also they will drop out you, they will lay off you. So don't think of like what company will do those things. Don't think of like that. They will also play with you. And now the thing is like it's up to you. Like you have to decide. Here there is no
Always
like,
kind
yeah,
of focus on what opportunities you are getting
exactly,
in the company to learn. Your most focus should be on your skills development.
exactly. Yeah, Bhushan, like more specifically, you got the answer right, Bhushan. Or else you are having any question, you can quote. Okay, okay then. He's not replying. Chalo. Like we'll move forward. Rahul, like Vikas was asking that what are the job roles available for 8+ years of experience holder? Like 8+ years of experience holder. What are the job opportunities as a data engineer more specifically?
If you go to 8+ experience, it will be mostly around the architect part, right?
Exactly.
How you want to architect, you want to like if you are working on AWS, the calculation parts of the resources you are using, that will be, and managing the projects, that is the
Yeah.
8+ experience role
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah. Because like, can you unmute and speak like Vikas? Like if you can speak, you can unmute and speak like more specifically, or else we'll move forward. Yeah. And one more question from Kunal Kalor, like he was telling that should I tell them what is my current CTC? Like he was asking that whether he has to tell current CTC or not.
To the recruiter, if you're going to company, they will surely ask you, and you have to be genuine there. If you
Yeah,
say
yeah,
I have this much salary and you don't have, they will not entertain you further.
yeah. Kunal, you want to comment anything like Kunal? You want to ask?
No,
Yeah.
my question was related
Uh,
to like,
uh,
should I disclose that? It's not about like I
uh,
should take a number, but
yeah.
disclose the salary.
Yeah. You
Should,
have to disclose.
You have to disclose. You have to, if you're going to the HR round, they will ask you salary, right?
but that would be the end part, right? Like when there is a screening round, that time should I disclose it or not?
When the recruiter will call you, they will surely ask you some that your what is your CTC and what is your expectation. If
Uh,
you're not going to tell at that time, they will not move forward.
okay, so I'll have to mention.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. And we'll move forward. And one more question from like one more question from Tarun. If we build data pipelines on Azure or AWS, for example, ADF, what are the questions we can expect in ADF or Glue or EMR? He was asking more specifically. When you're like I say, I will try to answer this, Rahul.
Sure.
So see, when you are building pipeline data pipelines on whether you AWS, Azure, it might be Glue, EMR. See here everything. See everything here are like, see, even you are working on Azure, AWS, everything. Most probably things are common. They same things. Hive will be there, Spark will be there, Scala will be there, Python will be there. So obviously they will try to expect on these only. On these only they will try to expect like more specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, Tarun. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So they don't specifically ask on ADF anything questions.
I say,
What?
see here the thing is like, see, I will tell you one thing. See, if you directly tell them that you are a Azure data engineer, also Also, if you tell that you are working as Azure data engineer, then when you are Azure data engineer, you have to directly specifically look for Azure data engineer specific roles only. At that moment, they will only ask you Azure data engineer related stuff only. But when you are Azure data engineer, and if you are looking for data engineer specific, and in that data engineering job description, they have mentioned Spark, Hive, Hadoop. If they have mentioned all those stuff, then they will definitely expect all this stuff. They will not only expect ADF, they will expect all the other things as well. They will ask Spark in depth. They will expect each and every keyword, optimization techniques, resource level optimization techniques, memory level optimization techniques, everything they will try to ask you in depth. Internals will try to ask you to write the code. Everything they will try to expect.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, we don't have any experience in Azure, mostly but if you want to get the question, then start attending the interviews, and in the next 5 to 10 interviews, you will get to know what questions they are asking. That is only the way to get the questions.
Oh. So I have one more doubt.
Yeah.
If interviewer asks you what are the issues you get in project, and what are the how you solve it. So what are the issues we can say in interview? So that we should not ask anything like that.
See, issues in the sense like there are multiple things we can't discuss here, but you
Okay.
try to get connect with me on WhatsApp or something. I will try to ensure that,
Okay,
or else
okay.
you can directly follow my LinkedIn page. Daily, on a daily basis, I'm providing the issues. I'm writing on issues in depth, where you can, that in depth things you will not get anywhere. Where whatever the institute, you will not get, whatever the like even if you search, you will not get on that much depth. I'm writing. You can follow that, or else you can directly connect with me. I will try to explain it.
Okay.
Yeah. After
I
that,
think
yeah,
it's already 8:30.
I will pick some at least 5 minutes, and we'll try to close this round.
Sure.
Yeah. Uh, I think there are no questions more specifically.
We
Waiting
have
on.
answered every question.
Yeah. Like guys, anyone having any questions, we'll try to wind up the session most probably within 5 minutes. Like if you're having any questions, yeah.
Karthik, I have one question.
Yeah.
So one of my friend asked, so when to use Hive and when to use Spark SQL?
Spark
So
SQL. No, Spark
yeah,
SQL. No, don't tell Spark SQL. Just tell Spark. No, don't
okay.
mention Spark. Spark SQL is a part of Spark. So you have to mention when to go with Hive, when to go with Spark. So now in this sense, the clear answer is like when you are dealing with very low level of optimization. See, when you are having large data sets and large data sets, and you want to get the your like answer in a very very quick manner, more specifically, then the optimization techniques which will be available in terms of Hive is very less. I'm not saying that there are not there is no optimization techniques in terms of Hive, but there are very limited. There is more flexibility when it comes to Spark. There are multiple optimization techniques through which you will get your answer everything in a very a very fast manner. So if you want, when you are dealing with big data sets, and when you want your answer to get in a very short time, like very quick manner, then it's better you can go with Spark. When you are not concerned about whatever the time limit, time frame, then you can go with like Hive. Like very simple answer might be, when you are dealing with low level of low level data sets, it's not that huge, then you can go with Hive. If you are dealing with high level data sets, you can go with Spark more specifically.
See here, if you know the basic difference, like Hive is mostly behind, there is a map reduce, and it's basically dealing with the disk part. There is lot of input and output operations are there, right? But when you go to the Spark, it's basically a memory part only, right? It's loading the data into memory, and there is only like two disk operations. So here comes the difference. If you want more optimization, you want more like time constraint is there, then you should go with the Spark.
Exactly.
You
And
got it.
yeah, you got it, Tarun, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. There is one more question, Rahul ji. How many interviews you attend this? How many interviews you attended more specifically in overall, like you was expecting?
Okay.
Uh,
I attended around 20 interviews.
yeah. Uh, yeah, definitely, Bhavesh. Like I will try to share, because like it's been like more than the time which we asked for Rahul. Like he have given much of his time. He might have other works even, so we can't
Yes.
extend this session. So thank you guys, like for joining this session, more specifically joining this session.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul and Karthik.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
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 thank you.
yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank
For
you.
joining the session.
Yeah, thank you for joining session. Like okay guys, like
Thank
okay
you,
Rahul,
Karthik.
thank you a lot for
Thank you,
joining,
Karthik.
and
Thank you, Kiran.
thank you for answering each and every question very patiently. Thank you.
Thank
We'll
you.
move
Okay.
we'll move for next second episode. We'll try to bring some other alumni, and he will try to give you some insights, and we'll try to meet over next weekend, guys. And till then, bye bye, have a
Bye.
good day. Thank you.
Good night.